Hello and welcome back.
I'm gonna see if I can get to the level while Flo finishes this story.
Alright, I'm not gonna move, you have to drag me.
I can't do that.
God damn it. Alright,
No,
fine.
this will be fine. I should be able to make it. Continue the story.
Where was I? Oh, I should also stress that I didn't find any of this out by myself. I watched different YouTube videos. Edit-chan, can you please drop a link to one? Sick link on the screen so the other people can get some credit, those who made it up.
You're gonna need to tell her what video it is.
Yeah, I'll do that later. I just mean, you know.
Okay.
Subtle editing note right now. Put it on. I'll send you the video. What are you doing?
Oh,
You got into the app? Okay, you actually got in. Anyway. What did I say last time? Lip syncing, we ended with the jack-off arm. That's right.
Yes, we ended with the jack-off
The
arm.
point is that he's surprisingly athletic for, you know, someone autistic.
But Gungans might just be athletic.
None of the other ones. Well, I mean, that's what we're led to believe in the end, but I don't think you see any other Gungan pull off a double fucking front flip.
He's the only
Ninja
Gungan
spin.
we see do anything.
Yeah, I know, that's the whole point. That's what. There's also, this is another scene that I remember from the theory. Right, he falls off there, he botches his jump, right?
Right?
You won't see it here, probably.
Because it's Lego.
Yeah, because Lego. But in the movie, what happens is, he falls off on, if you're facing down towards where the droids were, there. He falls down there here, right? But what happens in the movie, he falls down there, but then you see him land on the other side, which you could say, oh, that's just bad movie making. They just fucked up where he was supposed to be. But if you watch one of the droids, you can actually see one of the droids track with his head where Jar Jar would be, as he supposedly does like a Force, Obi-Wan Kenobi style, jump into the air and land on the other side.
The Force jump, that is what it's called.
Yeah.
It's a thing in...
I know it is, but I'm just...
Nice Republic.
But the point is that he pulls that off camera, albeit, and it does just look like bad editing, but you do see a droid clearly tracking with his head, still aiming his gun where Jar Jar was,
And would be...
Jar Jar's apparent position as he lands on the wrong side of that wall.
Okay.
Which, you know, adds credence to the fact that he has the Jedi athletic abilities. I've said mouthing, I've said jumping, that's pretty much it, really. And then, yeah, Yoda,
So-
he's supposed to be Darth Plagueis, who put himself into the body of Jar Jar as he died. He was going to reveal himself at the end. The other thing I said was that Plagueis and Sidious were supposed to rule together, the Galactic Senate, where Plagueis would end up ruling from the background while Sidious ruled from the front.
But Yoda was a good guy and Plagueis isn't.
Well,
How is that comparative?
I'll bring that back up in a second. But the thing is that Jar Jar is the one who, you know, ends up committing the entire Galactic Senate, while waving his hands very wildly, I might add, giving more credence to the fact that he has the Sith mind control thing. He is the one who convinced everybody to make the Emperor the Emperor, if that makes sense.
Yeah, he
So-
did vouch for him, didn't he?
He literally goes, hey guys, everybody here in the Senate, I think right now what we need is to have an Emperor, not democracy. And everyone's like, that seems like a really good idea, I'm gonna follow that one. No one, as far as I remember seeing the movie the other day, nobody really questions that at all. They just kind of go, yeah, that's a really good idea. And then,
I think the only person who
Palpatine.
does question it is Padme.
probably.
Because I know she is definitely opposed to Palpatine being in control.
Probably. I know she questions it. I know Anakin brings it up earlier. He's like, oh, what we need is somebody who can make everybody decide something. And she's like, oh yeah, who would that be? And she's like, I don't know, somebody. And then Padme's like, that sounds like a dictatorship. And he's like, you're probably right, but I don't care. I'm edgy. Edgy Anakin. Doing it all
Direct
over again.
quote.
Pretty much, like, more or less. But anyway, the point is that Jar Jar does a lot of things that, you know, Plagueis would do, I guess. And there's a lot of just reasons, and I'll, you know, just watch the video. I mean, it's hard to explain. But anyway, you were saying my magnum opus, the thing that I decided myself. You were saying that Yoda's good and Plagueis will be bad. How is that comparative? Well, the thing is, this isn't really a story about good Jedi, is it? I mean, if you take the theory that, well, not the theory, the stance that Anakin is the protagonist, this becomes the story of somebody becoming a Sith. Therefore, it follows that the one who trains him, ultimately,
Well,
and
villain
masters everything from the
protagonists are a
background.
thing.
Villain protagonists are a thing, I know. I mean, I've watched Death Note. He's not a good guy.
What
He's
if
an
you
anti-hero.
consider L the protagonist?
You don't. He's not the protagonist. You can't say he's the protagonist. He's the good guy, but he's ultimately the antagonist. Because Light is the main character. He's an anti-hero, I guess. Am I putting this in the right place? I don't know what I'm doing.
We can't actually do this yet.
Why not? Oh, no, not
Because one of
this.
the bits are from over there. And we
Fuck.
can't blow those up.
Alright, fair enough. But it then becomes a story about somebody becoming a Sith, not a Jedi.
What about the theory that Luke becomes a Sith?
I mean, yeah, but I mean, I guess that, yeah. I've seen the new movie. I'm not going to say anything about that because that would be spoilers if I say anything at this point. But the point is that Anakin on screen becomes a Sith. So therefore, you know, I mean, Palpatine's ultimately his Sith master, but Plagueis would be the thing behind the scenes, the ultimate wizard, but he's also a Sith.
But
A la the opposite of Yoda.
He didn't train Anakin.
Well, no, because he didn't appear at all. In the end, he was cut entirely. And another part of the theory is that Count Dooku was hurriedly written in to fill the hole where Plagueis should have been. I mean, not necessarily doing the exact same things, but he just had to fill running time in the end, because, you know...
And I assume, like, some of the people on board were like, Jar Jar's the villain, what the fuck is this?
Everyone would have. Honestly, I would have been happier if Jar Jar had been revealed as a villain, because I would have been like, he's way more powerful than he lets on, and he's just being completely autistic to fuck everyone over. It would be so good, in my opinion. However, I also recognize that a lot of people would be really angry.
Oh my god, I can dodge bullets.
Proud of you. Which one are you?
I'm the black one.
Anyway.
Like, with Jedi, you can deflect it, but with gunners, you literally just dodge it.
Oh, okay. I did not know that was a thing.
I completely forgot it was a thing until just now. Up here.
But yeah, that's really the story of Plagueis. There's not much else to say. I think I've really said everything
wait,
that I can.
wait. No, don't. Yeah.
But yeah, unfortunately in the end, Plagueis was written out and nothing really happened at the end. But this is where last time
Wrong way.
we were talking about Jedi.
Wrong way. Okay.
Also, one thing I'd like to say that I saw in the movies that made me laugh is that they kept saying... in the Mysterious Lost episodes, which we should probably mention this first, we were talking about the different kinds of Jedi, and Rev here explained to me the origins of the Jedi. Would you like to do that again?
Shit happens.
Yeah, that's the technical term for it.
No,
Well,
basically, there are... Well, there is, like, I think 11 pyramid-y kind of things on various planets, and no one really understands what they're for, and then they suddenly start calling out a bunch of Force-sensitive people. They don't realize they're Force-sensitive at the time, because it's before the Force was a thing. So it calls all these Force-sensitives, they all climb inside, then the pyramids take off into the sky, and go to all these other planets, pick up more Force-sensitives, go off to more planets, get all these more Force-sensitives. Thanks.
No worries, anytime.
Then they fly to a planet, I believe, called Tython, where there's just, like, storms everywhere. It's a very dangerous planet. And there, they discover the Force, which is what makes the planet so dangerous, because there's imbalance. So they need to study the Force and learn to use it. And there's the light side, which is governed by the light moon of the planet, and the dark side, which is governed by the dark moon. So they need to keep the two in balance, or the planet gets fucked up. The Jedi were the people who believed the light side was better, and they were sent to the dark moon to meditate. And the Sith were the people who believed the dark side was better, and were sent to the light moon to meditate.
For balance.
And then they just did not care, and they formed the Jedi and the Sith, and just kept murdering each other. The planet got basically destroyed, and that's pretty much where Jedi and Sith come from.
Thank you. Now, the thing that I was watching in the original movies that made me laugh is they kept saying that Anakin would bring balance to the Force, which ultimately he did, because at the time it seemed like the Jedi were the most powerful and there was no real Sith presence.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he brought balance to the Force by fucking everything up for everyone.
Well, it isn't just like, 5 Sith, 5 Jedi, for example.
No, I know.
Every Sith and Jedi need to believe in both the light and the dark sides.
Yeah.
Otherwise, everything gets fucked up.
Yeah.
If there is a slight imbalance, then Tython just gets fucked up.
Yeah.
Not back this way.
No, but I mean, like, everyone's like, oh, Jedi are the best, we're so good. Anakin's the prophesized child who's going to bring balance to the Force, and I'm like, isn't he? I mean, it's kind of unbalanced right now, but, like, in favor of what would be theoretically good. So isn't it a bad idea to train him? And I mean, ultimately, that's the whole point, I think. But he then overbalances everything too, I guess. So, I don't know.
Also, even the Jedi are complete assholes,
Oh yeah.
Like, they only take children below the age of 5 because any older than that, and they will have emotional connections, and that will make it harder for them to focus on their training. That is literally the reason they say Anakin is too old.
Yeah.
He has
Too emotional.
He has emotional connections. Like, not even edgy emotional connections. Just,
Ultimately, he does though.
yeah, but like, he cares about his mum, so they don't want to train him.
Because isn't it? What is it Yoda says? Something leads to X, X leads to Y, Y leads to Z, and that's bad. But it's like, I think it starts with like love, doesn't it?
I believe...
Ed Chan, find the sentence.
Well, there's different ones. There's the Jedi one they say, which is like warning against getting too emotional to
No,
falling to the dark
no,
side.
I don't mean like the
And the dark side, like the Sith mantra, which is like anger leads to hate, hate leads to power, power leads me
maybe
to
that's what I'm thinking of. Power leads to
power leads to control or something like that. Power leads to domination. But basically, there is the one warning against falling to the dark side, and one about how great the dark side is.
Oh, I think Yoda's is the one that's warning them if they're like similar.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, Ed Chan, can you put it up for everybody else who can't actually see it? No, they can see it. We can't.
She'll probably put up.
Put up both
Both
of them
of
side
them,
by side,
yeah.
I guess, if you want, so we can have a comparison. Also, I like the shiny fucking spaceships in this one.
Yeah.
It makes me laugh about the fact they actually tried to make things look kind of like different in aesthetic to imply a change in technology.
Also, they just did not have any pretensions to making things more advanced in the prequels.
Didn't they? What do you mean?
Like, in the original trilogy, you have, like, spaceships and stuff, and it's like, oh, that's so cool. But in the prequels, you have stuff that is so much more advanced.
Like what?
Like, the spaceships just look
Oh.
so much more
Yeah, I guess that's true.
superior. They just have, like, hover cars everywhere.
Yeah, I guess
Like,
that's true.
that entire scene in
Oh, in the
episode
city?
2,
Yeah, no, you're right about that.
it's just freaking... They weren't even pretending that they were like, we have better technology now, we can make cooler stuff.
Yeah, I just like the shiny cars because they look really like retro somehow.
Well, there was like a period where sci-fi movies, just everything was shiny or
I guess
neon.
that's true. Also, I just have to say, I love the. We didn't talk about this. We talked about it in the old one, but I love the fact. I love the old Lego games like this, where there was no talking, where everyone just kind of like points at shit and they're like, "Ah, you see."
It's like
Money.
those- it's
And
like
he's like,
those
"Oh, no."
games on NES and SNES where there is absolutely no dialogue, but you can still follow the story.
Yeah, no, it's good. I like it. I prefer it to like the ones that they have now with actual voice acting and stuff because they don't need voice acting. They're goddamn Lego people. They can't show goddamn emotions properly. It's just, oh look.
And they don't even like they do voice acting for like extra characters.
They have like screaming and stuff.
But,
Unless
like-
you're talking about the new ones.
Mostly they just take quotes from movies.
Oh yeah.
Like they directly ripped audio from the Jurassic Park movies
God damn it.
for the Lego Jurassic World.
Oh. Well, we can talk more about that next time, I believe.
We keep going over time just talking
because
about
we're having a
all
good
this
time.
shit.
This is a fun time. I'm talking.
It is a fun time. I will admit that.
Video games are fun.
I won't agree with that.
I hate video games.
They're the worst.
0 out of 10.
Bye.
Would play again. This is actually fun. I just think I enjoy playing this through again, but I'm actually having a better time.
Look at our character names.
Anakin's Pod Grit. Wow, I'm second class. No, wait, you're a second class
Yeah.
citizen.